Hey guys, good evening, and welcome to another episode of Garage Guys Sports with me, Jesse Allison, and I am here to recap you guys on World Series Game 2, taken by the Rays by a final score of 6-4. At one point, the Rays were up 5-0, and the Dodgers managed to claw their way back to almost getting back to either tying the game or winning the game. I can't help but to think that if Dave Roberts didn't try to get cute and analytical like he does every year, he just seems to make the wrong call, and they just trotted out their best pitcher instead of a bunch of fucking bullpen guys, that they would have had a good shot at winning this game. If they just would have started Walker Buehler, they just would have started their second best pitcher available, or their best pitcher available right now, and Walker Buehler against Blake Snell, who's arguably one of the best pitchers in the game, you have a chance. Because your offense, you know they're going to show up at some point. And even with the biggest bats tonight, Mookie Betts, 0 for 3. Cody Bellinger, 0 for 3. Max Muncy, 0 for 3. Justin Turner, 1 for 4. No RBIs. Corey Seager was the only one. He went 2 for 4 with a homer. And Will Smith went 1 for 4 with a homer. But other than that, everybody else was pretty quiet. I mean, Mookie and Bellinger to keep them over, and Max Muncy. You're doing good. And they took Blake Snell out after only 4 2/3. He allowed 2 earned, but he had 8 walks, 9 strikeouts. He only allowed 2 hits, but the walks are really what got him. He was getting roughed up a little bit. I don't disagree with them taking him out in the 5th. He was starting to really get taken too. But the relief pitching, I mean, they held out. They pitched 4 1/3 and only allowed 2 earned against the best lineup in the game right now in the LA Dodgers. And they did well. Like I just said, Mookie, Bellinger, combined total 0 for 6. That's good. You have to think though, if the Rays didn't score 6 runs, 2 guys got those 6 runs. Brandon Lowe for the Rays hits 2 jacks for 3 RBIs, and Joey Wendell hits a double and gets 3 RBIs in the game as well. I mean, and it was just in big situations that they were getting hits, and with runners on base. You got to think that if you just had a starter out there in control, not allowing the ball to fly around, and there were a couple that should have been out tonight, and that luckily didn't get out. Otherwise, this game would have really been a blowout. But I mean, I think Dave Roberts, it just comes down to Dave Roberts overthought this one. He should have just, when you see Blake Snell on the mound, a great pitcher like Blake Snell, not a good pitcher, a great pitcher right now in the game, you put out the best available starting pitcher to counter him. You don't trot out the fucking cat guy and have a fucking bullpen session for game 2 of the World Series. You had a chance to go 2-0 into an off day. It obviously makes me happy a little bit, being a Giants fan, that the Dodgers aren't doing too hot, but it's frustrating for me to even see the Dodgers keep getting there and then keep doing these things to shoot themselves in the foot. Come on, man. It's the story of the game. But hats off to Brandon Lowe for the Rays. 2 home runs tonight after having an atrocious postseason to start out. Good on you. Good job. Great player, and you showed it tonight. Yeah. They trotted out the rookie Dustin May, Carrot Top for the Dodgers. He allowed 3 earned in an inning and a third pitched. Not good. Not good. And I don't know, man. It's just, yeah. And now you got Walker Buehler going up against Charlie Morton in Game 3, who's arguably the hottest pitcher in baseball right now in Charlie Morton. He hasn't lost a game this postseason. And so you got to Blake Snell a little bit, and you roughed him up, and you got to that bullpen fast. You would have put more pressure on that bullpen had you had held the Rays to fewer runs to start the game. If you had Walker Buehler on the mound for the first 5 innings of this game, I think it would have been a completely different ballgame. I digress. Game 3, we'll pick back up on Friday. Tomorrow night, however, we do have Thursday night football. Eagles and Giants in the worst division in football, the NFC East. That game is sure to be a dumpster fire, but me and Ben will be here in this garage tomorrow recapping it for you anyway. Who knows? We might get a new division leader. Actually, I don't know if Philly wins, if they'll be the division leader. I think the Giants lost to the Cowboys, so they definitely wouldn't. Philly might, because they have a tie. So they would be the division winner if they win. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, disappointing for the Dodgers, and I don't even like the Dodgers, but that's disappointing. Remember, this weekend, me and Ben are live. I think we'll be in Fraternity Row watching the Fresno State game, so you guys are going to want to tune in for that on our YouTube channel. You can watch it here on our YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on the podcast, just go into YouTube, type in Garage Guys Sports. That's a Z at the end of guys and a Z at the end of sports, and you will find us. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations again to our great listener and good friend, Eva Griffin, and her boyfriend, Zachary Northcutt, on their beautiful baby girl. We wish you guys the best. All love to you guys. And please keep tuning in. We love hearing from you guys, and you guys have a good rest of your night and a good rest of your week. And we'll see you guys later.